What's going on, Nation? Welcome to another NBA DFS podcast. I'm your host, Paulie D, and I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. CashinDFS. Cash, how's your night going?
All right.
All right. How was the golf show coming off a doubleheader?
Good. I'm much more excited for golf than I am NBA.
Yeah. I mean, we got a huge slate tomorrow. I think it's like 11 games or something. But yeah, golf's been fun this year. It's like one of like the true I don't know. It's like one of the more like in terms of DFS, I feel like it's like very still like up in the air. Like anyone can win in golf like on any day, and I feel like the research really gives you an edge. Where in NBA, it's just like so much concentration and ownership and research and projection.
I mean,
Golf's a
you
lot
could
of fun.
research. You could research for 15 straight hours, and everything will change in the last 30
Everything,
minutes. So it really don't matter.
yeah, exactly. I've actually got golf has really grown on me a lot, like just because of DFS and you know looking really forward to baseball. Not that basketball's been bad. Basketball's just been tough this year with like how chalky things are, and like you said, like none of the research really matters once you get close to the slate. Like every day we got guys out, and like the news doesn't come till late. It's been a little. It's not volatile, but I don't know what the word is to describe it, but still play every day, and it is what it is. We'll see how tonight pans out. Today was a crappy 3-game slate.
I
Today,
didn't play.
you didn't play? Yeah, I mean, I didn't play on Sunday's crappy 3-game slate. Today, there's huge tournaments all around the industry. This is like they've been having satellites for months leading up to today. So today's going to be a big day in NBA land. There should be a lot of people playing and whatnot. I know you just finished the show, so let's just jump in. You're on FanDuel, I'm on DK. Point guards, huge slate, so cut yourself off at 6K. Is that where you cut off, or 5, 6, 5? What do you want?
Six.
6, right? You cut off at 6, I'll cut off at 5. What do you see?
Wow, Kyrie really had a bad game today, huh?
Yep.
I would expect they got killed. Did that
Yeah,
happen?
they did get killed. Yep.
Okay. Um, I mean, he's the way he's playing. I mean, of course, I like him in tournaments. It plays normal. Like they was getting killed, so it's a back to back. They
Mm-hmm.
was in Toronto, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so they had to travel. So I won't consider yesterday whatsoever. I'll consider the last month or so where he's just been going off. So him and Dame in the same game, I can get down with both of them. Chris Paul has been playing great, but the price is getting up there where he needs 45 value on FanDuel.
What
I
kind
mean,
of
he's been
price?
getting that. He's at 8-7.
8-7.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. I mean, he's in play, but the price is coming up to a point where you definitely got to think about it. Um, Kimba on the other side, I have interest in Kimba every day that Zeller's on the court, but I don't love it. Um, he's Mike Conley, probably my favorite up here against Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
7-8. I played him yesterday, I believe it was like 3% owned against the Lakers. Didn't do great, didn't do terrible. Um, I definitely like him. He's probably my favorite so far up here. After that, I mean, Big D is back, right? He's just gonna win game, right? It's a game time decision still.
Game time decision. Yeah, we'll see.
What did the Bledsoe do?
He was
Uh,
awful. He
good because he was easy. He was the easiest fade of the slate for me.
I thought so too.
Good. I'm glad. 18, fantastic.
Yeah.
If Big, I think he's a great play. He won't be as popular. Well, how popular was he? I didn't.
He
I
was
mean, I didn't even look.
90% owned in cash, and like, yeah, and he was like,
It was 11 game
he was
slate.
11-game slate, yeah, and he was
Oh my
like
god.
30-ish, depending which site you run.
Do
30
you
to
know, man? Do you know how much more? How I have Mike Conley at 3%.
Yeah.
I would rather lose every single day with Mike Conley at 3% than Eric Bledsoe as chalk. I don't give a mother. I don't care. I would rather lose with Mike Conley at 3% than chalk Bledsoe every single day.
Yeah. I mean, on the live stream, I said, like, there's Mirotic there. This is not really the same situation as it was in the past if Giannis was out, and, there was so many good choices. Like, everybody at point guard kind of busted outside of, like, Pat Beverly, Chris Paul, and some of the value plays on Monday night. But still, I totally agree with you.
And then probably next is Elfrid Payton. Like they said that, didn't they say they was going to limit his minutes just like AD and Drew? Played 30.
Yeah, he's going to get minutes.
Played 36 the game before that. But that's the game that there was no minute limit when they're playing the Lakers, which they are playing the Lakers once again. So this is going to be my favorite game of the night. I'm pretty sure about that. The Lakers got embarrassed against New Orleans with no AD in the lineup in New Orleans. They just lost to Memphis, which we're supposed to get LeBron playoff mode, which I think is the funniest thing ever. But they're getting their ass kicked by New Orleans without AD. They lose to Memphis, so I'll be all over LeBron. LeBron will make my lineup tomorrow. I promise you that. It's a great spot, but yeah, I like Elfrid Payton. It's the same situation in New Orleans. Like New Orleans wants to beat the Lakers. Like this is their championship. They want to beat the Lakers more than any other team in the league.
Sure.
So yeah, this will be my favorite game. There's no doubt about that.
But he's over 6K.
He is 6'2".
6'2". Okay.
I'm not in love with the price, but if he's gonna get 36 minutes against the Lakers, I mean the dude has triple double every time he touches the court.
Yep. I definitely like him. He was under 5K on DraftKings on Monday.
I think he was 5'7", 5'6", somewhere around that. FanDuel.
Yeah, FanDuel he was. On DraftKings, I don't have this guy at shooting guard, so I got to talk about him. You got Luka Doncic at 9,300, just getting massive usage on this team right now. There's just no one really to contest him for shots. He's, getting triple doubles. He's 9,300. Went for 60 the other night. I believe it was against Utah. This is Indiana, not a great team to target, but on DraftKings with the bonuses, he's just a marvelous play. Kyrie's 91. Dame is 88, and Kemba is 85. I like all three of them at this point. Kemba's the cheapest and has like the least competition for his usage. I guess he would be my favorite out of the three, but we'll see where ownership starts to land tomorrow. Although this big of a slate, probably all going to be kind of low owned. Trae Young has been just like on fire. His price is up to 8,300. I doubt I end up coming here, but
it's only because of price though.
Yeah, I know. And like, this big a slate, I doubt it, but, against Minnesota, it's
the guy's ball.
Very good spot. Yeah, he's like in a very similar situation as Kemba Walker now, where he's just getting so much usage and he's getting a ton of assists as well. So he's like, scoring. He's, not quite at the level that Harden was, but he's he's racking up points on like so many of their possessions. It's, he's worth a look. As we continue down the list, I got Mike Conley too at 7,700. Chicago's been one of the worst against point guards, and he's really got not many people to take away his usage. Yeah, Bledsoe 6,500. People probably going to be really tentative to come back here. Another guy that you just have a different position on, but Brandon Ingram 6,400. He's been playing excellent. They're going to be very fast-paced game here against New Orleans at 6,400. I can get behind Brandon Ingram some. And then Elf Payton is 5,200. Like, absolutely will I be playing that. And like, I So he's been in my core, I think, his last 2 games, and like he's been very low owned. The first game he was like 4%, and when he was like 4.8, just I don't know why people aren't playing him yet. I guess it's like the minute situation or the whole disaster in New Orleans, but I think he'll start to get some traction tomorrow. Regardless, I love him at 5,200 on DraftKings with triple double upside.
I mean, hasn't he scored 40 fantasy points back-to-back games on
much.
DK?
Yeah. I think 38 last game, and I think the one before that was 40. So yeah. Lots of options, man. The slate is deep. What take us down to Value Town? What do you got over there?
If Teague doesn't play, which I think is a game time decision at the moment, I mean, you have to like Rose. Ty Jones started last game. I think he had a big game.
He had a huge game.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got 40, yeah. I mean, he played well, both. So it's against Atlanta. His price came up. Both those guys are good options.
Yeah.
I probably won't put them on the same roster, but different rosters. I think both have major upside. Arcia Denakano is okay if Dunn is out again.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Shaq Harris in tournaments too. There's not a lot. I'm really digging here. That's probably it. Yeah, I'm not going all the way down here.
It's thin on fan. I mean, it's punt. It's like the only other option. It doesn't matter who if you're just gonna pick the guy to be your drop. DK, it's kind of similar. There's some flyers. Like Tony Parker's usage has been through the roof lately on the second unit. He's 3,100. Like, I don't think like that would even crack like if I was making 10 teams at this point. But if you look at what he's producing, like
that's super cheap.
Yeah, he could crush that. Maybe if like one other guard is out, it could be a better play. Delon Wright's been playing pretty well behind Mike Conley. He's 4,100. He's in a pretty good spot. I don't mind that. But that's really it, too. There's not a ton down here in Value Land. And obviously, Tyus Jones, he's 4,500. If Jeff Teague is out against Atlanta, Tyus Jones is a guy who can get, 5 steals in a game. And, Atlanta is the team that turns the ball over the most. So he would be pretty interesting, too, if Teague is out again. And that's really it. I mean, there's a couple other flyer type plays, but that's...
Yeah, like I think Rajon Rondo is okay. Like it's definitely only tournaments, but if he plays well, he could play more minutes, and we know the upside he possesses is only 4-3.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it.
He hasn't played well in his last few games. I don't know, like...
No. I mean, he did in that last game against New Orleans. Like, there's a little revenge there, but he got close to 30 minutes. He didn't do much in his time, but I mean, I just know that he has 35-point upside at 4-3.
Yeah, if he gets the minutes. I mean,
yeah.
There's no core play by any stretch, but yeah, when you're looking at the price tag, and it's like, if you're building 150 lineups, you definitely should, do some, especially he's 4-3 on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost like where you could punt and drop it. Almost, it's not that bad, but
yeah, I mean that's my cutoff personally. 4-3 is I don't want to drop guys
anything
over
higher
4-5. Yeah, yep. Try to get it 4-3 and under.
Yeah. I'm with you. And really, I really like it to be like 3-5, 3-6, 3-7. But, slate depending on what kind of options we have. There's like a strategy where you could play like 3 guys that are like in the low 4s, and really none of them are a drop, but you're assuming one will. And if those are like have bigger upside than just like your drops, and I'm fine taking that kind of approach. Move it over to shooting guard. What do you see over there?
Well, there's some big dogs up here. I mean, Luka is Luka. I don't love that matchup, but I love the kid.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell is every day for me. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is just so fucking good. I love the matchup. I love this kid. He's special, and he's 9-1. if he plays really well, he gets upside, he can get you 60. If he doesn't, he can get you 30. So in tournaments, I love that. I love a guy that can go get me 60 or 30 in tournaments. So a lot of names up here, so I don't expect him to be very popular, but um, it is a great matchup and it is expensive price and they're getting healthy. I love the fact of getting healthy. It lowers his ownership even more. But the guy is just, I love him to death. So he's probably my favorite up here. I mean, you could say the same thing on the other side with Bradley Beal. He's 9-9. He could go absolutely ham here. James Harden's first game not getting to 30
30.
points
Yeah, against the Hawks.
in a very long time. He got 28. Um, I don't. It's everything. Once Chris Paul started playing well, it's just the upside is just not there. At 12K, I mean, it's just not there. I don't see him going out there and get you a 70. So it's hard for me to play him in tournaments. But if everything falls right, he does have the highest upside usually every time, every night. Um, Zach LaVine is another guy I've liked. I like him more if Dunn is out, but I don't love against Memphis. Um, that's probably it. I mean, Lou Williams is in play every day because of the 60-point upside, but don't like it. Chris Middleton, of course. If Big D is out, I'm gonna try to play Chris Middleton than anybody else. Um, he's okay. Andrew Wiggins, it's all right. There's a lot of good plays. It's super deep, but that's probably it.
Yep.
I think Andrew Wiggins would be super low owned.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be really low owned. Harden's 11-2 on DraftKings. We're starting to see some of the peripherals come back. You know, like the rebounds and assists that had gone stale for a little bit, but nowhere near like the triple double upside he was carrying. You know, when Paul was out. 11-2. I mean, that's cheap. You know, in comparison to what we've been paying for him against Charlotte. I think the game will stay close on the road. He's actually in play if enough value opens up where we can go get him. You know, I've been on the opposite end of D'Angelo Russell, and it hasn't been fun. Like I thought, Karis LeVert coming back, Alan Crabb coming back, just like the depth on this team was going to hurt him, and he just, you know, he's just continued to kind of dominate outside of some really violent duds that he pops every so often. It's been rough fading him. I think on this slate, I'm going to continue just at his price. He's really got to go get you like a 55, which he could. You know, it's just there may be guys cheaper that can also get that same 55, like Zach LaVine with no Chris Dunn. If Dunn and Otto Porter remain out, just, you know, ton of usage for him in marketing. He's 7-7 on DraftKings. I do like that. Lou Williams at 7,100 against Utah. This is a team he's had some pretty nice games against in the past. I do like that as well. CJ McCollum just went nuts their last game. He's 6'3". We do like scoring guards against Boston. I don't mind taking a shot on McCollum either. He seems to be putting up ceiling games more often this year than he has in his career, you know, even with Dame on the floor. Josh Richardson against Golden State. There's a handful of injuries on Miami. We got to see who's going to play, who's not. But if Winslow remains out and like Nectat remains out, I think Derek Jones Jr. is going to be back. That doesn't impact him a ton. He's 5'9" against Golden State, a team they just played very close on the road. Now they're home. I could get behind Josh Richardson too at 5'9". Brogdon is 5'4". If Giannis is out, I like him. And Kent Bazemore's 5'4" as well against the Timberwolves. I can get behind that as well. He's finally getting the minutes, and if he can put it all together in one game, shoot well, and you know, do the peripherals that he usually gets. There's no Taurine Prince. I like that as well. And Dwayne Wade, 5,100, probably his last game against Golden State. Again, if there's multiple people out for Golden State, then I could totally see coming to Dwayne Wade. This is a game where they're probably going to need his contribution. At 5-1, you can go to 35, get you 7x. I don't mind that either. What do you got over there in Value Town at shooting guard?
Yeah, I mean, Miami will definitely come down to the injuries because Deion Waiters and Wade and all of them is in play. I do think Jones Jr. will be back. Like it was only an illness, but the other three guys could miss again. So
yep,
definitely have to pay attention to that. I mean, when Derrick Jones Jr. was out with them, Olynyk was just lock and load, and that wasn't no secret. I think it's like 50% on, but
yeah,
that was just too easy.
Yeah. I played a ton of Hassan. He went off too. I mean,
yeah, he did. I mean, there's just not enough. Yeah, they have to.
They had to play him. Yep.
Yeah. Down here, Delon Wright. I really like him, but it's way more a DraftKings play at 4-1 than it is 5-4 on FanDuel.
Yeah, 5-4.
I do think, like he has very good chance of going out and getting 25, but anything more than that, I would need Mike Conley. I just don't. But at 4-1, if he's gonna go get you a 25, maybe a little more, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Yep.
Avery Bradley might miss that. That could help Delon Wright some. Yeah. Help him get a few more minutes. That would be even better.
Yeah, he got carried off Avery Bradley, but then came back to that game. So we'll see.
He did a Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Reggie Bullock is decent. He's probably a better play on DK. You get a 3-point bonus. He's making his shot. Very high paced game. He's on 4 or 5 on FanDuel. That's a decent play. Oof. Wow, Shooter is really cheap. Only on the 20-minute limit. How much did he play?
Last game.
22. Really cheap. I don't see why he went over what the limit was. So I don't see why he couldn't maybe even get to 30 today, or somewhere close. 28 at 4-1. I mean, I don't mind that whatsoever. I mean, obviously they love this kid. So 4-1 is that. I like that price for sure. I don't mind them against Minnesota either. Another probably more DraftKings play than FanDuel. Wayne Ellington get a 3-point bonus.
Yeah.
He could play over 30 minutes. Probably not likely, but there's a chance. Super cheap. You can make a shot. It's all right. And that's probably it.
Yeah. Not a ton of value plays that are glaring.
Justin Holiday, if Bradley is out, at 3-7, you can go to. The guy loves to stand around and do nothing, but
he does. DK side, this guy finally made a core play for me last time, and he did not let down, did not disappoint. Nick Batum, he's 4,700. Since they've moved Jeremy Lamb to the second unit, his usage has increased a lot, and his price really hasn't adjusted yet. I'll come right back down here against Houston. You might be getting Harden defense, and if not Harden, it's Eric Gordon, and just, he's got a size advantage there. Probably going to come right back to Batum at 4,700. Literally everybody on the Nets outside of D'Angelo Russell is under 5K. You could take a shot at Joe Harris against the Wizards. That game's going to play extremely fast. It's a good game to stack up. Just two bad teams, but they, put up points. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I like Crab. He's only 4K.
Yeah, Crab as well. Another option. That's the problem is they're almost like Denver now, where there's so many guys who can go off, and it's there's no rhyme or reason. They're oh, this is a Harris spot, this is a Crab spot. Just who gets hot. And it's hard to play any of them. You could take a look at Jeremy Lamb too. He kind of went off last game. Miles Bridges has not performed well since being moved into the starting lineup, and his minutes have kind of started to creep down each game. And I wouldn't be shocked if Lamb moves back into the starting lineup. But as long as as long as he's not in the starting lineup, I like both Batum and Jeremy Lamb. That's really it. I mean, yeah, you got Wayne Ellington at 3,600. It doesn't really get me that excited. But again, like tomorrow, also CJ Miles got injured last game. He could be out for Memphis too, which would make Delon Wright another good option. Same for Holiday. So we'll see if he's playing. But by tomorrow, a handful of guys will get ruled out, and there'll be some really chalky value plays or good value plays. So, but right now, there's not a ton. Let's move over to small forward.
LeBron James. I love him. Love him in his matchup. I love that they just lost to this team without AD on the court. I would love for them to sit.
Too.
Yeah, I would love for them to sit AD again and then beat them. It'd be awesome. I think LeBron James is just he's a triple double. Just it's happening. Like I thought he was going to get a triple double against Memphis. So why in the hell would I not think he's going to get a triple double against New Orleans? He did in the last game, but he's 12K.
12K. They didn't even lower it at all. Okay.
Yeah. Love him. I don't see how he's not on my team tomorrow because I think that he could go for 80. Brandon Ingram, goddamn, he has been playing really well, but
yeah. I don't think you play him with LeBron at this point. You know, it's like one or the other. Like if LeBron's doing everything, it's going to kind of take away from Ingram.
I mean, I don't know because LeBron's going for 60 pretty much every day. Ingram's going for 40s or more. Oh man, I like both. I just don't love. Like I don't want to play them together when Ingram's price is rising.
Mm-hmm.
But both are good plays. He's 6'9".
6'9".
Yeah, his price is coming up. Not really coming up fast enough is what FanDuel normally does, but
yeah,
he is playing well. Outside of that, it goes down to Josh Richardson. I totally agree. If these guys is out, just puts the ball in his hand even more. Dragic did play 22 or 23 minutes the last game, so could come up a little more, which would take away some from Richardson. But yeah, he's a good play of all these other guys is out, and that's it.
Yeah, what's good about Richardson, if Winslow's out, they haven't moved Dragic in his starting lineup, so Jay Rich is playing point guard right now. So he's got, he like almost triple-doubled. He double-doubled last game, so like especially on DraftKings at 5'9", if Winslow remains out and they don't move Dragic in the starting lineup, he's definitely appealing. On DraftKings, you got LeBron at 11-1 and Giannis at 11. Like both of them if they both play. Obviously if Giannis is out, then LeBron is the standout at the position. And it kind of falls off a cliff. I don't mind Gallinari at 6'3", although I prefer to play Lou and Montrezl. Thaddeus Young has been playing really well against Dallas. He should continue that. He's 5,900. Regardless of if Miles Turner's there or not, Sabonis has already been ruled out. So, should see a little bit uptick in minutes without a regular backup there. I've been playing a lot of Karis LeVert. He really hasn't done well for me yet, but he actually really started to look good the last game in the fourth quarter. I think this could be the spot where he goes off against Washington at 5'8". I do like Karis LeVert a little bit. That is all. What do you got, Value Town?
Batum, like he's got 6-7x on this price 2 of the last 3 games, something like that. He's definitely a decent play. Kendrick Williams, if AD is out, I think he's a good play. The price is so high now that it's not a great play, but he's a good play. Mirotic, I locked him in last game, just hoping, praying that I'd get some more minutes, especially against Chicago. That didn't work. but they did braise him a little bit. If Big D is out, I could definitely go back to that. Um, just has huge upside if he does touch the court for 30 minutes. It just huge upside at 5.5 if Big D is not on the court. Joe Harris, you got to get him right if you're making just a few teams. But if you're making a lot of teams, you get exposure to these Brooklyn dudes.
Yeah.
In this matchup. Probably it. How much is Maurice Harkless on DK? He was like 6 on the other day, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.6. Like you just gotta play that at 3.6. Like, he's just playing too well. It's too cheap. I think you can play him on FanDuel at 4.7. So if I think you can play him on FanDuel, like he was just way too good of a play the other day on DK. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Luau Deng, maybe he keeps balling. He's only 3.9. Not the worst.
Think that we'd be talking about Luau Deng in 20?
Hell no. I didn't think he would ever play another NBA minute, to be perfectly honest with you.
He had like the last 2 seasons off pretty much. And like all of a sudden, like he's back to playing like 25 minutes with his team all banged up. It's pretty funny.
I mean, they are getting more healthy now,
Yeah,
but
they are.
It's Atlanta. I don't know. Yeah, it's you have to be making a good amount of teams to do that.
Yeah. Again, a position that doesn't have a ton in Value Town on my end either. Like, do like Maurice Harkless call at 3,600. Marcus Morris at 4,700. I can get behind. I know he's power forward for you. Dorian Finney-Smith at 3,800. He's had good minutes. He's just not a huge DFS producer. Miles Bridges is 3,400. Like, they bumped him in the starting lineup. If he, gets hot shooting, he could crush his price, go for 10x, but, hard to click the name the way he's been playing. Houston has been just giving up DFS points like every position, like just no defensive efficiency at all on that end. I don't mind that, but it's like, would it be a core play in a 3-team kind of situation? I doubt it, so nothing that's too exciting. Let's move over to power forward.
Wow. Lauri Markkanen is 9.4. I love this kid, but oh boy, I don't know if I could pay 9.4 against Memphis. If Dunn is out, they need more of his scoring. I love this kid to death, but man, he's more expensive than Blake Griffin. I know nobody ever thought they would see Lauri Markkanen more expensive than Anthony Davis, but that's the world we live in at this moment because the dumbass GM didn't trade him like an idiot. If AD plays today, he's probably not going to play much over 20 minutes. I think he's going to sit. They don't want him on the court against the Lakers because that's probably where he's going to end up. So I don't think AD is going to play today. And I think they want to go out and beat the Lakers without him again. So that would make I don't care about the minutes limit because they want to beat them. So the minutes limit is out the window. I don't think there's no minutes limit for Drew or nobody else that they say. Julius Randle, if AD is out, I'm going to absolutely love it. He did kill me the other day against, what was it? I think it was Indiana.
Yeah.
He really, really sucked. I was like, but he's been good since. I mean, he didn't have a great game against the Lakers. I mean, it didn't kill you, but it didn't win you anything. It didn't help you. No. But man, he's just back in LA. I gotta like it. I gotta actually. Yeah. Bagley is just ball. You could play him every day right now because the guy is balling. If Big D is out, I like him more. Bobby Portis, like that against Brooklyn. What else? You definitely like. I don't think that you could play Kyle Kuzma and Ingram on the same roster. Like I would much rather do LeBron and Ingram. I don't think I could do Kuzma and Ingram. But this is gonna be my favorite game of the day. I don't know how that would ever change. And like you said, Thaddeus Young, he just maybe get a few more minutes without Sabonis out there. So the guy's playing really well. I like it at 6'5".
Yeah.
I think that he's a really good cash play. And then that's it. The White Power, they moved him back to power forward.
Oh, he
Finally.
had a huge game last game.
He did? Oh, man, I couldn't afford him.
Mm-hmm.
I had O'Quinn in, and I wanted to pivot to him, but FanDuel had him too expensive.
Yeah, 5'4", something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God, it pisses me off.
Yep.
He's finally getting the minutes.
Yeah, he's like
the minutes is there
from Kleber. You know, like where like Kleber's the one getting like 15, 20, and Powell's starting and getting bigger minutes.
That's all he ever needs is minutes.
Yeah.
You know I had to pivot to. I didn't want to change my. I pivoted to Gorgeous Dong. He didn't even touch the court. Got me a 0 because I had to go down. Yeah. Couldn't go. I didn't have the money to get to the White Power.
Yeah.
Oh, that pissed me off. Now I wish I would have changed my lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the White Power because he's getting the minutes, but now he's.
What's his price? Like 5'5".
6K.
6K. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's got to like. He's more likely not going to get you major upside on that. Like against Indiana, just no. I'll wait till the next game.
Yeah. DK, we got Blake Griffin at 8,700. Not the best of spots, but he did triple-double in his last game at 87. There's a lot of upside. Lauri Markkanen's just been out of this world. If Dunn and Porter miss, I don't even care that he's 8,600. I'll continue to play him. Julius Randle, I'm playing tomorrow for sure at 7,800. Don't care if AD plays or not. Julius Randle is actually 600 more than AD on DraftKings.
Did you think that would happen this year?
No. Wow. 7,200 for AD. Like, they are just like plummeting his price, daring you to play him. At one of these games, he's going to go for like 50 points in 20 minutes.
Yeah, in 20 minutes. Damn right. He can do that easily.
But I gotta love Julius Randle back in LA, regardless of AD playing or not. We know he's not gonna play in the fourth if he does play. And
yeah, like he played only the first and the third.
Yeah.
No second, no fourth.
Yeah. He hasn't played in the fourth quarter in a long time. Johns Collins' price has crept down. He's 7K on DraftKings. He has 45-point upside, even more. The three-headed monster situation is annoying, and this is a really big slate. But 7K, like, you comfortably can chalk in a 35 and get yourself a 5X and hope for more. I don't mind that. Montrezl Harrell against Utah, he's going to be seeing the second unit for the most part, so he won't really run into Gobert all that much. And, when Montrezl's rolling, it really doesn't matter who's in front of him. He's 6,800, and then Bagley right beneath him, who's just been balling. I agree. If Giannis is out, it makes it a lot easier to go there. You got Kyle Kuzma at 63. I think I like him the least of the three Lakers we've discussed, but he can score 40 points. If he gets hot shooting, so he's an option on this massive slate. If Giannis is out, you got Mirotic at 5,500. He kind of let down a little in the revenge spot in the last game, but I think the minutes are going to continue to creep up as he gets back from injury. Ivan Rabbit's been ruled out for Memphis, by the way.
He is out?
Yeah, so him and Jaren Jackson are going to miss, so we'll have people to talk about at center. And that's it. What do you got for in value? You going to go back to Kelly O? What's his price?
5'5".
Wow.
If like Jones Jr. is gonna be back, so he could play 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I think he's a better fade in tournaments than a play, even if the guys is out. at 5-5, but he could go off, and I would play him in cash. If these guys are still out, I would definitely play him in cash. James Johnson is the biggest one,
Yeah.
but like, I mean, he's 5-5. He's playing against Golden State at home. Like, I mean, I think he played in cash for sure. I think he's a better fade in tournaments right now. I mean, we'll see. But what else? You could say the same for Bam. I
Yeah.
guess he's a little cheaper. He had a nice game too. Like all three of the bigs,
Yeah.
Bam, Olynyk, and Whiteside
Whiteside.
had a good game. Like Bam's minutes is the least safe, but we know what the case is. If Whiteside gets benched, I mean, like that can happen at any moment. And him and Bam are playing the center minutes, so Bam will get more. Never ever play Whiteside and Bam together. Sarek and Taj Gibson are both really cheap against Atlanta. I think that those are both decent options. Taj is a little cheaper. Dark is 4-5. Uh, wow. He really sucked against Sacramento. What did Taj do against him? If Big D is out again, Ilyasova is definitely a good punt. No doubt about that. And if Big D is playing and you think Milwaukee has a chance of just destroying these guys, you could play Harry Giles can go absolutely ballistic in the fourth quarter against Scrubs if that's what happens.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yeah, Harry Giles is 3-2 on DraftKings. If Giannis is in blowout build style, I could definitely get behind that. But back up a little higher, you got Derek Favors at 4,600. Clippers have absolutely no size. You could go for 35 and 24, 25 minutes and get you like a 7-8x. You'd be happy.
It's too cheap.
Yeah,
they DK disrespects Derek Favors, man.
They do. They really do. Jeff Green is 4,700. Brooklyn's been playing crazy fast. They've been turning the ball over at a high rate. Like Jeff Green, they're really only playing like 7-8 man rotations. He's still getting big minutes. I could definitely get behind Jeff Green at 4,700.
Before you keep, hold on, Paulie. Before you keep going, I got a question for you.
All right.
If AD is ruled out tomorrow, are you gonna go to Diallo?
What's his price? He's 48 on DraftKings. I would have some, yeah.
He just went ballistic against these dudes in less than 20 minutes.
I know. He's doing well with his opportunity since.
The last 3 games he's playing like he did last year.
Yep. Yeah. What's his price on FanDuel? It's probably ridiculous.
5-1.
5-1. Yeah, I mean, if AD's out, I think he's in play on both sides. It'd be nice if it was 3-8 like he was last time, but not a ton again in Value Land. You got Alfred Camino at 4,300, but now they got Cantor there. It's just like another threat to taking away his minutes. If all those guys are out, I think Bam is interesting at 4K. Olynyk is 4.9. Olynyk's got a tougher matchup with Draymond Green guarding him today for sure, but with everybody out, he's going to get huge volume. It's like if everybody's out, like Nectat and Winslow, then you kind of have to have one of Olynyk or Bam, I think, tomorrow against Golden State. That's really it. Let's move over to center. All the way through.
Cat. Love this guy today. Dude went off. And now he gets Atlanta. In Atlanta. Hopefully he ain't in them clubs today because he could really come out and suck tomorrow. Be really tired. But you gotta love him. I love the price. I love the matchup. I love everything. 11-2 is just not expensive enough. Rudy Gobert against the Clippers, like this, he could just kill them. I do not love the price there, but definitely has upside. I can't go to Nurkic even though he's so good in his minutes, but with Cantor there, I just can't take the risk at 8K.
Mhm.
Joe Val is 8-1. Love the matchup.
Oh my God, he's 8-1. That
I,
doesn't
I
take long.
definitely don't love the price, but I do love the matchup. And if he does get 30 minutes, which it's all he ever needed. I mean, just like Nurk. I mean, there's just certain guys like Dwight Powell. He's not on the same level as these guys, but all they need is the minutes because they're gonna produce. Like,
Yeah, look what
when he's
Mitchell
on the court, he's gonna
with
produce.
minutes on the Knicks. He put up 54 again today. It's just,
Yeah,
bigs with
like there's
minutes.
certain dudes. Yeah, there's certain dudes that's just gonna produce. And Valanciunas and Nurkic are two of those dudes, and on the court, they're gonna produce. And you've said Rob is already ruled out.
Yeah.
They don't have many bigs. Jackson is going. Like they've been playing Rob and Joe on the court together. Like both those dudes are really centers. And Noah's out there. Like these guys are. Yeah. What else? Hassan Whiteside. I mean, he definitely has upside. I think that it's more of a Bam game than a Hassan game, but definitely has upside. Clint Capella. 7-7. How many minutes did he play last game? 34.
Yeah.
He hasn't really done much since coming back, but
No.
ah,
That's because Fareed's there.
yeah, no, but yeah, I probably won't go there. This slate's too deep. There's too many center options. That's just way better play.
Way better.
Joakim Noah, the price keeps rising, but the dude is playing well. It's against Chicago. I wish it was in Chicago. I'll just okay. I'm gonna play Joakim today. He's 5-7. He's balling. Not playing huge minutes, but balling. He's out there, man. He's just playing really well. So I like it. Robin Lopez, the price is probably just the price is getting a little steep for me, but I have been on him and I do like him when he's getting the minutes. Oh, Willie Cauley-Stein is so cheap. You suck in his canter. You don't play enough minutes. That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go Quinn with Sabonis out. I don't care about that. O'Quinn is more likely to sit there and not get in the game and play, so I won't go there. That's probably it. Hodel is a decent punt.
Yeah.
He's still starting every day. Did he start against Brooklyn?
I
don't remember.
I know Bertans did.
Yeah, but I think Bertans started for Gay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, but still,
his minutes was really limited that game.
Karl Anthony Towns is 10-6 against Atlanta. He could have went for 90 last game. He slowed down in the fourth. He was at like 62 going into the fourth quarter, or maybe even more. He might have been at 70 going into the fourth, and just didn't do much in the fourth quarter. Actually got himself in a little foul trouble towards the end there. If Teague's out, it's going to increase his usage. Andre Drummond is 9K. Centers have been killing San Antonio. Drummond has just been balling lately, double on the regular, and the steals and blocks have just been really consistent. The guy's been getting like 3 steals a game the last 5-6 games. It has been really good. 9K is just very attractive. Nurkic is 7-4. 7-5 in Joe Val 7-4. I mean, they're both in awesome spots against Boston and the Bulls. Joe Val, I guess, with only Noah back there right now, I think I'd go to him. But either one of these two guys could go for 50, and at their price, they'd be worth it. Hassan Whiteside 6'9". I don't love the matchup against Golden State. I believe he did put up around 50 against them on the road last time. It was a similar situation where they were pretty limited. Where there's a couple guys out, but 6'9" is just way cheap. You got to have some, even if some of those guys do return. Miles Turner at 6,300 against Dallas. No Sabonis. Could see a couple extra minutes. Kid was playing great before he got hurt. At 6'3", there's big upside if he, can get the blocks and steals kind of going, and hit some of his outside shots on top of the rebounds and inside scoring. Did you see what Cody Zeller did against Golden State last
I
game?
know he was. I know he was killing Boogie. I know
He went
that.
50, like 54.
He went for 50. Oh my god! I'm sorry, Cody Zeller. I'll never tell you. I'll never say I know. I never have upside anyway.
I know. I know, man. I was like, well, he went for 53.7. He scored
Wow.
58 regular points, he didn't even get a double-double.
I mean, I didn't mind him, but he was. I think it was 6'4". Now he's 6'8", and it's just.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't pay 6'4" for you, dude.
Yeah. Even 5'8" on DraftKings, it's hard, but man. And that could be part of like the Lamb moving to the second unit, like him benefiting as well. Let's see.
Wow.
Thomas Bryant is 4,600 centers against the Nets. His minutes have been sporadic, but he's another one. When he gets minutes, he could smash in this spot. Willie Cauley-Stein is 4,500. He was 43 in their last game, and he got in immediate foul trouble and just was a disaster. But against Milwaukee, there's less likelihood for him to get in foul trouble, especially if Giannis misses. He's definitely worth a play at 4,500. Dwight Powell's only 4,300 over here. That is a phenomenal play. Joakim Noah, 4,800. He's, it's a phenomenal spot against the Bulls. He's got a little narrative there, and he's got no one to take minutes away from him.
Yeah, his minutes should go up a little bit.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. So I'm gonna cut it off there. There's a ton of good plays, but Powell at 43 is really attractive. Willie Cauley-Stein at 45, I gotta like, and then obviously the studs up above, and that is gonna do it for the position by position. Nation, before we do top threes, I'll remind you tomorrow is going to be the last day to get the MLB package discount. It's the end of the month. February, only 28 days this year, no leap year, and it kind of snuck up on us. It's the end of the month, so grab that package before the price goes up. It's like 30-40% off if you take advantage now. There's a promo code out there on Twitter, on Facebook. Just go to the Wise Take page on Twitter. You'll see what the promo code is if you're buying the MLB package. Make sure you take advantage of that before the price goes up. I know it's like still a long ways away. There'll probably be another discount, but not as low as this early bird special. So if you're looking to get the MLB season package, jump on that now. Otherwise, the drill. Day Pass, you want to check us out if you haven't yet. You get access to all the content except for the Slack. And again, just jump on that baseball if you're planning on getting a season pass. Cashin, point guard, top three. What do you got?
Mike Conley, Elfrid Payton, and Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Give me Kemba Walker, give me Elf Payton, and give me Mike Conley. Same 2 out of 3. Shooting guard.
D'Angelo Russell. Andrew Wiggins. I want to say Chris Middleton, but I don't know if Big D is going to play or not. Reggie Bullock.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah. Just didn't think I was going to hear that name. Must be thin shooting guard on FanDuel. Zach LaVine, 7,700. If those guys are out, it'll be one of my favorite plays. I don't mind Brandon Ingram, and Nick Batum's probably my favorite play at this position. Probably my favorite value play at this point, outside of maybe Dwight Powell.
LeBron James. Clear cut, number one. Me. Then It's a little different. Um, yeah. I will say, fuck me. Jabari Parker. I'll say that because I know he has major upside. He'll be super duper low owned, and I'll say Brandon Ingram.
All right, give me Josh Richardson, give me LeBron, and Kent Bazemore. Powerful.
Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Easy. That's too easy. Thaddeus Young. And let me go down here to the bottom. I will say Taj Gibson.
All right. Definitely Julius Randle for me as well. I'll say Marvin Bagley, and I'll say Lauri Markkanen. Center.
I love that kid. Man, I wish I played Caveman against his brother. I really liked him. Cat, number 1. Drummond, number 2. I do like him on DK though for that cheap price. And then Joakim Noah.
Yeah, I mean Dwight Powell, 43, I like a lot. Joakim Noah, 48, I like a lot. And Joe Val at 74 in my top 3. And that is going to do it for the Wise Take DFS podcast. If you are watching us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Podbeam, iTunes, Facebook, all the different platforms that we stream on, do your part, like, share, support, help the nation out, hook a brother up. You know what I'm saying? Big slate tomorrow. Content will be out and hot as usual. Cash, anything you want to say before we check out?
No. No.
Nope. That is going to be all for Cash and D. For Paulie D, we are out.